What's up, guys? It's your boy GM. Today is Akira Toriyama's birthday. Even though that he will never ever see this video, if he does by any miracle, thank God. But I will say this: Happy birthday, Toriyama-sensei. Because without you, man, the manga universe would be so much boring without your historic contribution. On a personal level, if it wasn't for Akira Toriyama, I would have never started reading a lot, writing a lot, and having the dream to become a novelist and a manga author, a manga writer. Sorry. When I was a kid, I was 9 years old, and back then it was in '93. Back then, there wasn't any website where you could just read the mangas online, and I don't think that the commercial internet came in. Like, I think it came in this year, but it took a long time before it became the internet that we all know. So to see the newest manga available, you had to go to the bookstore, and it was a good time. And I remember every time there was a new Dragon Ball volume out, me and my friends, we used to go to this bookstore. It was a little neighborhood bookstore, and the lady who was managing this store, she was always nice to us, and she let us read the new Dragon Ball volumes. And look, seriously, those were wonderful moments. Like, reading Dragon Ball at that place, it was priceless. Like, this is one of my most cherished memories in my childhood. So, anyways, when I was 9 years old, this was the year I firstly discovered Dragon Ball, and back then, look, not the series wasn't completed. Like, could you imagine that? A friend of mine lent me a Dragon Ball volume that he already bought, and after reading it, from that moment, I knew that I wanted to create my own manga series. Like, this is what I wanted to do in my life. Like, period. Like, I knew it in the core of my soul and heart. This is what I wanted to do. Hell, I even wanted to be published by Shonen Jump, but of course, I gave up on that dream, realizing the many obstacles that I would have to go through. And nowadays, you can publish your own story online and self-publish it, and even get paid for that. Reading Dragon Ball, it really nourished my imagination to no end. Even today, it is still for me a beacon of inspiration and motivation. Like, if it wasn't for Akira Toriyama's work, God knows where I would be. Like, there was no way. I can't imagine my life without the involvement of Dragon Ball. Like, there's no way I can imagine that. Like, if I do imagine that, I imagine a very boring and dark place. Toriyama Sensei, in the name of all the fans in the entire world, thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, here's one thing that I wanted to talk about for a while now. Among the many discussions regarding Dragon Ball, there is one that is really annoying me. It's the fact that people are like judging Goku as a bad father because he's never there for his kids. All he does is eat and train and all that. And it goes the same for Vegeta. He also gets that kind of hate about his parental role in the life of his kids. And I'm like, okay, seriously, are we enjoying Dragon Ball because of the incredible fightings and the adventures and all that, or to judge Goku and Vegeta's parental skills? Like, really? Like, if tomorrow morning Dragon Ball becomes a series that will just judge Goku and Vegeta's fatherly figures, kind of thing. Look, I'm gonna stop being a Dragon Ball fan for the rest of my life. Fuck that. Recently, I have been comparing Akira Toriyama to Goku, and I have a feeling that when he was creating Dragon Ball on a weekly basis, chapter by chapter, I have a feeling that Toriyama reflected the hard work of a mangaka throughout Goku. It sounds weird, I know, but let me explain. We all know by now that if you are a mangaka in Japan and you are releasing a chapter on a weekly basis, like, you have it rough. Like, it's a hard job. being a mangaka, especially of a popular series like One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, and all the fairy tale, you name it. It is a very very difficult job. It's hell. Like you really need a hard determination and motivation to do that kind of job, especially if it lasts for 10 to 15 years. Like Oda, Toriyama, Kishimoto. These guys, they did it, and Oda is still doing it, and the guy, he even said in an interview that he's ready to die for One Piece. Like, this is dedication at its purest form. Going back to Goku and Toriyama, okay, here's the thing. When you are a mangaka, of course, you have to sacrifice a lot of time, a lot of family time. This is the word I was looking for. Because these guys or girls, they're married, they have kids, and being a mangaka on a weekly basis, it means sacrificing a lot of time to spend with your family. But here's the thing, your family understands that. Like, they love you for that. Like, they appreciate the work that you're doing. They are understanding the hard work that you're doing. They are supportive about the hard work that you do. They understand and they will go to the extra mile to support you. Like, they got your back from A to Z. With that said, I think that it reflects a lot about what Toriyama went through when he was doing Dragon Ball. Or for any case, it reflects what a mangaka is in his daily life into Goku. Like, let me show you. Toriyama loves drawing, obviously. He loves mangas. He loves the art of it. Goku loves martial art. He loves fighting strong adversaries. Toriyama works hard. Well, when he was creating Dragon Ball, he was working hard, and he's probably working hard with Dragon Ball Super as well. But anyways, Toriyama works hard at his craft, like on a weekly basis. He knows that he has to be precise and all that. It's a weekly basis. He has to work hard on his manga. Goku trains all the time. He has to train to be ready to face the next adversaries. Like, he want to make sure that he always stays on top. All right, because the next threat that comes, he knows he has to be ready. Because if he dies, well, everybody he cares for, uh, they might die. And just like a mangaka has to work hard to provide to his family. And no matter how, and here's the thing, no matter how much a mangaka works hard and all that, if tomorrow morning he discovers that his kid is at the hospital, I can guarantee you, he will drop everything and go to the hospital to check on his kid. All right? Goku, same thing. Like, as much as he loves training and he loves to train with gods and all that, if tomorrow morning Chi-Chi, Gohan, and Goten they are in imminent danger, he will teleport right away and be next to them to save the day. So I think that Goku is like the personification of what it is to be a mangaka on a daily basis, with some, of course, artistic metaphors. But I think that I managed to explain that in this explanation of mine. So, if Goku, personally, I don't think Goku is a bad father. All right, yes, he has a lot of flaws as a father. Same with Vegeta as well. But here's the thing: throughout the entire series of Dragon Ball Z, Super, GT, no matter what, never once I've seen Chi-Chi or Bulma regretting their choices of choosing their husbands in Vegeta and Goku, or having kids with them. Never once. They might complain, of course they will, but I never saw these two women, bashing their husband by saying, "Oh, I hate you. I regret marrying you. Like, I should have done another choice." Never, never. And these strong women, they will always have their husband's back. Like Vegeta said once in Dragon Ball Super, like, you need strong women, not in power but in character. You need strong spirited women to be able to handle a saying. Otherwise, fuck that. And you know what? Chi Chi and Bulma, they have it good. And another thing, I've never seen Trunks, Goten, or Gohan hating their dad. Not once. So if these guys aren't hating on Goku and Vegeta, why should we? Why should we judge Goku on his father figure in the life of Gohan of his kids? You know, look, like we're watching Dragon Ball for the action, for the brawl, for the adventures, like not for this, all right? Likewise for Vegeta, like these two are badasses. Like I don't care how they are towards their family, as long as they don't beat them, as long as they don't beat them for no apparent reason, you know. And so, guys, about that discussion about whether Goku is a good fighter or not, and same for Vegeta, let's drop this shit, all right? This is not why we are fans of Dragon Ball. Anyways, that's pretty much for me. 10 minutes about this video, about what I talked about. Once again, happy birthday, Toriyama-sensei. You are a legend, and I hope one day I get the chance to shake your hand and say thank you for everything. I hope I get that chance. If not, you know, it's the gesture that counts. And yeah, so guys, I'll see you later. And in the meantime, do me a favor, take care of yourselves. See ya.